Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing all right. Today's video is going to be a brief overview of all my animals, so a bit like meet the team basically. I won't do all the inverts as that's a growing collection and it will be its own little video. This is purely just going to be the reptile side of the channel. So let's get stuck straight in, guys. So guys, this is Ahri, and I'm not sure she will fit into the full frame of things. Again, I am filming on my own, so it's quite difficult to see how well you guys get to see. But this is my boa imperator, also known as the common boa in the pet trade. I've had this girl 15 years now. She was a tiny little shoelace when I got her, so it's just to go show, or it goes to show how big these impressive animals can get. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at one of those little tiny babies in the pet shops or from a breeder. Just know your localities. She's a Colombian locality, so she's on the larger side, bit bigger than your Central Americans and things like that. So Colombians tend to be the larger of the localities in the boa imperator family. But yeah, she's a very, very sweet girl. If you know me personally, you'll know she's my OG, she's my favourite. Like I said, I've had her for 15 years, I absolutely love this girl. But I won't mess with her too much, so she is actually going into shed, as you can probably tell, hopefully. As you can tell there, she's starting to go a little bit opaque around the eyes, so we're not going to keep her out for too long and stress her out. But yeah, this is Ahri, 9-foot boa imperator. Let's get her put back. There she is, guys. Just taking herself back into her enclosure. Absolute beautiful girl. We'll do a follow-up video of her once she's come out of her shed. So next we have my female yellow Amazon tree boa. She's the tamer one out of the two Amazons I have. So I'm not going to be free handling her. She's absolutely fine to be handled. She doesn't normally bite. Watch that as I get nailed on camera. But she has been with the male, hopefully breeding. So again, I won't be keeping her out for a mass amount of times. But this is Estrella, female yellow Amazon tree boa. I think she's absolutely stunning. What do you guys think of this? Bet the cameras are not picking up those yellows. Yeah. Always wanted to work with Amazon tree boas for a very long time. So I got my male. I've had him for some years. I was actually sold him as a female, and then I actually bought this one as the male, believe it or not. So I was actually sold the male as a female and the female as a male. Luckily, both sellers was incorrect, and I still ended up with a pair of Amazons. But either way, I'm absolutely over the moon with them. They're super, super cool. I absolutely enjoy them. The male I'll show you is the typical nippy type. I'm not sure if it'll focus in on her actually. Hopefully it picks up some good shots for you guys. Again, it's my first time using this new camera as well. So I'm using it on my own. I've got to get used to lightings and angles and all sorts of crazy stuff. But she is absolutely phenomenal. There we go, look at that. I'd rather it pick up air, not me. You can see those big heat pits there they have. But yeah, hopefully it's picked up some good shots. I think some of it is blurry. Again, I'll have to see the footage while I do the editing, but there we go, guys. Estrella, the yellow female Amazon tree boa. I'm going to pop her back in her enclosure now. So this is Athena. Now he is a male Amazon tree boa, and as I was saying earlier, he is called Athena because I was sold him as a female for years, so that name's always been what this animal has been called. It is very strike happy, as you'll probably see on some of my short videos. Kind of waving this hand off camera to get his focus. So I do really need to rename him, but he's always just been known as Athena. But any name suggestions, guys, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to take in suggestions. He might come to strike on camera, he might not. I'd rather him not hit the camera, to be fair. But as you can see with his positioning there, he is very much happy to oblige on letting you know he does not want to be messed with, which is fair enough. Normally I use my hooks to get him out, but he's wrapped around multiple branches in his enclosure. So his tail goes all the way back here and it's locked around. So it'll be more stress pulling him out. Like I say, I only pull him out really for maintenance, checks on his health and cleaning. So I try not to pull him out all that too often, just because of his demeanour. Like I say, he will strike. It doesn't fuss me at all, but it's just stressful for the animal, and that bothers me more. Stressing him out for views is not something I try and do. So we'll leave him to it and close these doors up because he is lock and loaded, ready to go. But what an absolute stunning animal. Absolutely stunning. Again, he's a, I think they call him Halloween phase. So he's got like a cryptic, crazy head pattern. But I'm not all that queued up on my Amazon tree boa morphs, so you'll have to forgive me on that if it is incorrect. Someone please comment below and let me know what you guys think. But he is grey, white and black in coloration, as you can see. It's not focusing in on him. I definitely need to get used to this camera, guys. I apologise. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. But yeah, that's him in that enclosure there for you. So let's move on to the next. So here we go, on to the next one. This is the false water cobra. So this girl's called Missy, named by my wife. She's very, very feisty, which I absolutely love about her. She'll not mess around to give you a nice little whip and a little kiss. She's absolutely phenomenal. Hoods up normally very, very quickly. Just soaking in a water bowl. She ate 3 days ago a chick and a mouse, so she's eating really well again. So I don't really want to pull her out while she's enjoying a nice hot soak. Not hot soak, a nice cool soak, but try and get the camera into a position where you can see. There's just too many branches. Hopefully that's a good shot for you guys. I think she's clocked me now because the hood is definitely coming out. But that is Missy, the false water cobra, Hydrodynastis gigas. Absolutely phenomenal animal. She's getting quite big now too. I'd say she's getting close to the 4 foot mark now. So she'll be ready for an upgraded vivarium soon. So keep an eye on the channel for that. She will be getting an upgrade very shortly, hopefully. So this is Loki. Loki is our leopard gecko. So he is the genetic, he is a Tremper albino tangerine het eclipse. If we pick him up, he is absolutely stunning coloration wise. He's a big lad as well. As you can see, he's a decent sized leopard gecko. He's a handful, but he's super chilled out. Got the name Loki, god of mischief, because he's always up to something. He lives in a 4x2x2 with a custom background. There should be a video somewhere on my channel of that. Let me try and flip the camera to show you him from above. So there he is. There's a hand for comparison. He's a little bit on the chunky side. You can normally tell the tail thickness compared to his body is slightly bigger. So he is on a little bit of a wintering diet. Apologies if you hear my lad in the background. He doesn't like missing out when the animals come out, bless him. There we go. So that is Loki, everybody. And on to our next gecko in the household. So this is a crested gecko. This is Dexter. And Dexter has just climbed onto my neck. I'll try and grab him down. There we go. So he came to us with his tail missing, which is a common thing for crested geckos to drop their tails, and this species doesn't regrow the tails back, not like the gecko you've just seen before. The leopard gecko regrows the tail, regenerates it, whereas a crested gecko doesn't. What do you think to this guy? So he's a harlequin, white wall, pinstripe, and there's something else in the genetic mix there. We have bred this guy in the past. We're not looking to breed anymore in the future with this guy or any of our geckos. Absolutely phenomenal looking gecko. See if I can get it to focus. If I get out the shot, will it focus on him? Because he is absolutely stunning, but I don't think the camera's not playing ball. Again, first time using this one, guys, so you'll have to give me a pardon on the quality. Hopefully, as I get used to it more, the videos will be better. And that's the aim, to give you guys good content. There he is. That's Dexter, everybody. Is he going to do the eye lick on camera? Maybe. Maybe not. No. Yeah, super cool species of gecko. Super, super cool. I just hope you've got good footage of him there. But he's not fired up at the moment either, so hopefully if I can edit a photo in somewhere, maybe, you'll see him fired up. He goes really dark, almost black on the sides, and then those creams stand out loads nicer when he is fired up. But obviously I've just woke him up from his little sleep, so he's probably a bit confused what's going on, to be honest with you. So let's pop Dexter back, everyone. So this one seems to be everyone's favourite that pops into my, pops around to have a look at my collection. Everyone always seems to fall in love with Rodrigo. Again, in normal fashion, he's in deep blue, as you can probably tell. His colours are very dark, and his eyes are very, very opaque. But this is Rodrigo, also known as the Madagascan tree boa, the nosy coma tree boa. But it's the Zanzinian Volantini, however you pronounce it. Again, I'll probably pronounce that incorrect, so just comment below how it should be pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it anyway, and most people know roughly what you're on about when you give it a whirl. I'm no expert in their binomials and trinomial names, but it's also... You can hear that. That's him wheezing. He has got some shed on his nose. There he is. But he is absolutely stunning, isn't he? Again, always wanted to work with this species for years. I think it took me quite some time to find one and get one. But these are becoming more available in the UK now. There's a lot more people working with these, which is absolutely fantastic, because being able to see these guys more available is just great. That's what we really, really want to see in the hobby. Diversity and seeing them unusual, cool animals like this guy. I mean, he's full grown. He's a full grown male. He's just shy of 6 foot. Absolutely fantastic species to work with. He is absolutely so gentle and super, super stunning. See him blowing his throat out there? That's because he's stressed out. That's purely because he's deep in blue. He can't see what's going on. I've interrupted his morning and I've got him out of his enclosure, so don't worry about him puffing his throat out. That is normal behaviour for him. I'm not sure if it's all these in the same species that do that, but I have noticed he does it when he gets a bit stressed out. He'll puff his throat out. Also looks like almost looks like a swat a golf ball when he does it. But it's super cool. I'll upload a picture, hopefully, if I can do it. Upload a picture of the top of his head. His scalation pattern is absolutely fantastic. Super different to other species of snakes that I work with in my collection and what I've seen out there. I've not seen another snakes with the same sort of scalation to the head, apart from when you start talking like, is it elephant snakes, elephant trunk snakes? When you start talking aquatic snakes, I think they have a similar scalation pattern down their heads and bodies, but I just find it crazy how he goes from normal scalation to bumpy head scales. Well, I'll pop him back, like I say, because he is deep in blue. But that's Rodrigo, everyone. Like I say, he seems to be everyone's favourite that pops round. Everyone just falls in love with Rodrigo. I don't know if it's because his size, his temperament, something obviously gets people drawn to him, and for good reason, because he is absolutely stunning. Now this here is Boas cyanea. This is Mazakine. This was a dream species of mine to keep for many, many years, until I was able to take the plunge and finally get myself not only one but two, which is super, super cool for me. Absolutely love this species. It's one of my, like I say, dream species for me to work with. I can't really see where she's going on camera, so I'm going to try and flip it and see how much footage I can get of her, because the camera is almost going to die. So let's give it a whirl. If I flip the camera. I think there should have been a play from all the animals, to be fair. Apologies for the mess in the background. There is books and keys. But there she is, guys. What an absolute beautiful animal. If it fixates on her scales. Absolutely beautiful. So she's a juvenile. She's gone through a OCC change, which is the oh, mind blank, hang on. It is the on-to-go genetic change. I think that's how you say it. But she's gone from those reds to these luscious greens. Oh, she didn't like the camera there. But yeah, what an absolute beauty. So these are rare fanged venomous, guys, so just bear that in mind if you are handling them. She's got a lovely demeanour. I say that. She's getting spooked. Where she's only struck at me a few times. Normally when she's in the cage she's a little bit more responsive, but when she's out she's normally very, very calm. But absolutely beautiful. Those greens, absolutely stunning. Hopefully I've got enough battery life to show you the other one. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, I wish that was in focus, that'd have been very cool. So this is Lucifer. This is the other Boas cyanea. This is last but no means least. So he's a bit younger than my female. But he's absolutely stunning. I hope the camera picks up the unusual tints of tealy, blue, green mixture he is a fair bit different to the female, which I'm not sure how well that'll pick up on camera. But yeah, this is Lucifer. Again, an absolute dream to work with these for me, guys. Absolute dream. You would have seen him on the video. He came with scale rot. We have sorted him out. He was in his quarantine. And he's now in the reptile room. Absolutely enjoying his larger enclosure. But you see like some damaged scalations still. Hopefully as he grows and matures, those will heal with time. But what an absolute beautiful animal. So after a brief interruption of the camera dying, technical issues I suppose, we are obviously doing the little outro now. just want to say thank you everyone for watching and subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, if you would, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It helps me get a further reach and hopefully we can grow our little subscriptions and community. That'd be absolutely fantastic. We're already at my goal, which I said at the beginning of the year. I wanted to hit 1.5. We've actually done that now. So we'll just keep pushing on, maybe try and hit 2,000 by the end of the year. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So drop a comment below, guys, who your favorite reptile is out of my collection. So was it Ahri, the boa imperator? Was it Rodrigo, the Zanzinian volantini? Was it Missy, the saltwater cobra, the Hydrodynastis gigas? Was it Mazikeen, the green cat snake, Boas cyanea? Was it Lucifer, the Boas cyanea? Was it the Amazons, Athena and Estrella, the yellow and the garden phase? Or was it one of the geckos, Loki, the leopard gecko, or Dexter, the crested gecko? I'd be very interested and I'd like to know who you guys preferred. And if you wouldn't mind putting why you preferred those as well, that'd be fantastic to know. But there is Lucifer seeing us out on this one. So thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.